Hey dudes and dudettes, back again with another Path of Exile video for you, and in this video I wanted to go over maps. Maps are the late game content for Path of Exile, and what I mean by late game content is after you get done with all the zones and the final difficulty, Merciless, then you can move up to maps. They're basically random zones that you get to teleport to through the Eternal Laboratory. Now, the Eternal Laboratory opens up after you talk to not a cockroach lady, as I like to call her, or Dahlia, after you get to Merciless Act 3 in the Solaris Temple. You do not find maps unless you are on a zone or in a zone that has a chance to drop level 60 items. Now, what I mean by that is if you press tab here on a zone that you're in, you'll see it here. It says monster level 67. So obviously this is above level 60, and maps can drop. Now, in these zones that are normal, you can find only level 66 maps. If you go to the map, you can find maps ranging from 66 all the way up to level 78, and as you can see, you can tell 78 is beyond anything you're going to run to in the normal zones. And each map has different modifiers and different things to them, depending on their magic, rare, or even unique. And I'll show you this is what's cool, is they can come in normal, magic, rare, and unique. Now, so far there's 62 base types of maps. By that I mean crypt, grotto, tropical island, orchard, and so forth. And there's 6 unique maps, and they're planning on adding more into the game. Now, they can also have quality to them, and as you increase the quality, it increases the item quantity on the map. And I'll go over how to increase the quantity and so forth in another video, so I can keep these video times down. Each time they're made magic or rare or even unique, they get different modifiers to them. Here you can see that players are cursed with elemental weakness, and monsters have 75% plus fire resistance. So a person who uses fire in this zone it's going to hurt really badly to try to get through there. But with these both downsides, you get an increased item quantity find rate of 25%. And on your rare map, you get an item quantity find of 54% because 30% bigger monster packs. Monsters fire 2 additional projectiles, monster skills chain 2 additional times, and monsters are immune to curses. Woo! That's a doozy. I can tell already that's going to be a doozy. And you can see that they also have some that have different things to them. This map was actually made by one of the community people who donated to the game to support it and made an item. They were cool and made a map item instead of an item like you can wear or something. The Coward's Trial Crypt map, level 66. Now, this is the only unique map that I know of that you can find in one of the normal zones. And I'll read it for you. Area has 24 waves of monsters. Area has 46 seconds between monster waves. So think of this as a tower defense game style thing. So they're going to come in waves. For his sins, he was hunted in his sleep. Judgment wrought of twisted nightmare. The coward bound his dreams to stone awaiting. Another to walk the path of true atonement. And as you can see, these add something to the late game that you normally wouldn't even find in the game, and each one alludes to what they're going to be. Say this map, for instance, it's going to take you to a crypt. This one's going to take you to one of the grotto type things, which I think is like the Imperial Garden. And Tropical Island is obviously going to be something like the monkey map, the monkeys map in Act 2, and orchard map, I have maybe that's monkeys too. Not 100% sure. I haven't did that map yet, so they're full of surprises. But this is the randomized fun that waits for you at the end of the game. So try level up your characters and get here so you can start mapping, and finding some really cool. Now, some uniques you can only find from these maps, so remember that as well. And the uniques sometimes have cool stuff about them. This Coward's Trial Crypt map you have to find a unique on it. It always drops one unique. So that's a huge deal. If you do this map, you're going to get a unique item. That's pretty awesome. But it's not just kept to one unique. You can find a tons, but the minimum you find is one. And some of these maps have different bosses. actually unique boss monsters that you'll have to face as well. I heard one has a Brutus unique that's way stronger than even the one that you run into later in the game. It's insane. In frickin' insane. So I hope you found this video informative and it's got you hyped for doing maps when you get to this level. Remember, once you get past zones that have above level 60, they can start dropping and you can start collecting these buddies. As always, be safe, take care, and be cool to each other.